It's always first cast.
Alright, so here we are on the first spot, and first things first, going to fish a Texas rig, unpegged, and it's going to be the beetle craw in something special. So that's the lure, a nice little flappy lure, Texas rigged, 3.5 gram tungsten, bullet weight, just free running on the line.
Was that a hit?
Yep. First casualty. took one of the claws off it. Second cast, perch number 1.
The Texas rig can be used in many different situations, and baits that are suitable for this are the fang, the beetle craw, the beaver bug, the floating finesse stick, the finesse tube, kraken, and the micro frog. For the purpose of this video, we'll use the beaver bug, the size 20 Gerzer worm 310 LE, and a 5 gram tungsten weight. If you're not sure of what hook sizes to use for your baits, Tom supplies a really useful chart, and that can be found on the FFS Facebook and website. First of all, thread the fluorocarbon through the tungsten weight. I'm going to let you into a little secret here. I'm going to add a float stop. This is for 2 reasons. First, it will protect the knot against the tungsten weight from hitting it, and there's a second reason which I'll show you later on in the video. Once you've done this, tie the hook to the fluorocarbon. You can use a Palomar, a half blood, or a grinner knot. Links to all 3 knots are above. Hooking the beaver bug is relatively straightforward. What I like to do initially is place the hook alongside the bait so I can visualise where I need to put the hook through the bottom of the bait so it comes through the correct place at the top. There are ribs on the beaver bug, as with many of Tom's baits. Therefore you can accurately judge where the hook point needs to go. On this colour of beaver bug, I'm going to use the blue as the bottom and the brown as the top. I then place the hook point through the middle of the front of the bait and pierce the bottom of the bait probably around 4 to 5 mil through the bait. I then pull the hook through the bait, and then, knowing where I had visualised my hooking point earlier, counting back on the ribs, I put the hook point through the plastic and pull it through. In order to make these offset hooks completely weedless, I then hide the hook point in the top of the plastic bait to give me my perfect presentation. As I mentioned earlier, the float stop has two uses. Its second use is to give a little bit of line between the weight and the hook. You can move the float stop back along the hook link to allow a little bit more extra movement on the hook and the bait.